Look around. We're in the Royal British Legion in Alweras. We've got babies, 7-month-old Blue here, the youngest person here. We've got cubs and scouts and beavers and families, mums, dads, grandparents, great-grandparents like Marlene and Maureen there. We've got servicemen and women as well. The whole community has come together today because they want to share this moment, not on their own at home, but together as one community, and time will stand still at 11 o'clock when the funeral comes on. And this community has come together on many occasions in the past, every single Jubilee. So this is going to be very special for everybody here today. I want to introduce now Reverend John Allen. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jane.
That sense of being together is so important for you, isn't it?
It is, as human beings, as a community, and we're here today joining the country out of deep love and respect and admiration for a Queen who served all of us her whole life. And now it's our turn to say thank you to God and thank you to her and her family.
A message went out, didn't it, around the community saying if you know of any elderly neighbours who are on their own, bring them down today.
And I think many people have, along with our young folks. There's folks here from every part of the community, every organisation, and every strand of age, and that's wonderful. What a tribute.
It is. And the tone, do you think it will be one of solemnity or celebration?
I think it's got to be both, because although there's a deep sadness in all of our lives that we don't have Queen Elizabeth as part of our daily life anymore and as our sovereign, on the other hand, she's touched us so deeply with her love, her infectious smile, her faith in God, and she lived those values, and that's part of what we are now.
Thank you. Come and meet some of the servicemen. Paul and Brian, for you, I've spoken to so many people this week who've said she was our boss, she was our gaffer, and it feels personal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. For me, she was the Colonel-in-Chief of my regiment, the Queen's Royal Lancers. She was well respected. You know, we thought the world of her.
When I spoke to you earlier, you did have tears in your eyes. You were.
Yeah, it's quite an emotional day for everybody within the regiment, I think.
Yeah, you feel the same, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
First time I paraded for the Queen was in Silver Jubilee, at Wembley Pageant and on Horse Guards Parade.
You were 17-year-old.
I was 17 years old, yeah. My very first parade in the Regimental Corps of Drummers of Staffordshire Regiment.
So you're all together today, and you can see everybody here. Such an outpouring of respect here that the place really is full. They've been up since 5 a.m, would you believe it, making cakes and getting refreshments ready, because this is a community that really wants to be together. Let me introduce Amy now. You can see everybody resplendent in their uniforms this morning. Let me introduce Amy, who's here with the guides.
Yeah, I'm representing Alweras Girl Guiding. Obviously, out of respect for the Queen, it's the last chance today for us to be able to take our promise, as she's been our patron since 1951. So it's just quite an emotional day for us all, especially since you've been in Girl Guiding since 4 years old. It is really, really hard to think that our promise is changing.
Your promise is changing because from tomorrow on,
it will no longer be the Queen, it will be the King, and we will serve the King as we have the Queen.
Can you give us those words?
I promise that I will do my best to be true to myself and develop my beliefs, to serve my Queen and my community, and to help other people to keep the guide law.
And those words mean a lot.
They do mean a lot, especially as she's just been so supportive and everything throughout the Girl Guiding Association, which is really, really good, and especially as we're helping young girls.
Thank you so much for your time, Amy. Thank you so much. This will become the most watched moment in television history, and there are people up and down the country and all over the world, very many millions of people who will watch a TV screen because they can't be there in person and take this moment in. It's going to be one moment that everybody up and down the country and around the world will remember for the rest of their lives. Back to you.
Absolutely, Jane. Thank you very much indeed, and to all the people there. It's going to be such a difficult day for so many people, isn't it? But wherever you're watching this morning, whether you're with other people, whether you're watching it alone, BBC Breakfast and the BBC generally here to guide you through the coverage of the next few hours.
Isn't it brilliant to see everybody looking after each other and being kind?
In the crowds as well. Noticed that I was walking through the Royal Parks last night, and people, strangers who had come alone, but who were making friends and just chatting and supporting one another. Yeah, lovely.